College Hill, and he's going to use a bypass, a roadway through just by the railway bridge across College Hill into the bottom field, which, I mean, it's what, from here to you, from the bridge. How the hell is that going to be? I counted 50 cars a day. I walk along that lane a lot, and I count 50 cars a day. The people that live in the houses, they've got 8 cars, there's the garages and all that. So there's all those issues. All I'm saying to you, I know you probably can't stop it. I'm asking you, think about the legacy that you're going to leave your children's children here. Can we not do it? Can you not time walk up and say, if you're going to do this, can you not limit his housing, make sure he does what he does? He's knocked 2 barns down there, cut down 2 oak trees, and I've seen this before. In Solihull they knocked down a beautiful mansion house. They did have to rebuild it, they went bankrupt rebuilding it, but they finished it. That's what happens. These guys are not interested in that, they're just interested in the money. So what I ask you people, I don't want to, can you not discuss it with the council? And I don't know who would pay for this, legal or what. Is there no way you can make him do a contract that is, once all the investigation, that you can sew him down, because it's going to go ahead. I know it's going to go ahead, because it always does.
It's not going to go ahead.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That ain't going to happen.
I tell you, because I know, I've been there in lots of places, and it's happened. Can you not sew him right down, but he puts in the thing, he doesn't restrict the fires, what he's saying, he's going to do what he says he's going to. Tie him down, not he's done it, and then suddenly, oh, I can't do that, I can't do this. Surely there must be, you're giving him that permission, or the council giving him that permission to build on that land for good causes, supposedly, provide affordable housing, or the housing that's needed, whatever. But it's an open contract. It's like you giving me a cheque with nothing on it, and I can go, oh, right, I'll spend 10 million quid on that cheque. That's what you do. Can you not look at the legal situation and make sure it does a contract?
Thank you. Thanks.
It is now 40%, and I think we have discussed this enough for tonight. Mark wants to make one point.
This is to the 2 Nats. Cornwall Council. At the moment, we've just had the local plan submitted for the new local plan we've been working on for years over there. It's 5 years late or whatever. And up to this point, we have a saved policies and all the rest of it. Does the local plan, the new local plan, if it gets adopted, does that overwrite all the documentation and the policies, the carrot save policy? You know, all the policies that you've had, everything over the years, it completely overrides it. That is such a shame, because I'd like to read just something. I mean, it's pertinent, and this is going to be crossed out through local planism or whatever you want to call it. I'll read this right out of our town plan. The environment of the College Valley has been altered by being crossed by the Falmouth and Penryn Distributor Road. However, its nature conservation values still exist, and it is now opened up to view from the new road where it is elevated or cut into the hillside. It is therefore important that there should be no development which is detrimental to the visual amenities of the valley or peripheries of the reservoirs. This area of land is indicated on the local plan as described as the College Valley Park. I move on. Another policy we're going to lose. Carrick Local Plan, Policy 3A. The District Planning Authority will enhance and protect the countryside by refusing planning permission for development which would have a significant adverse impact upon its biodiversity, its beauty, diversity of landscape, the character and setting of settlements, and the wealth of its natural resources, its nature conservation and agricultural, historic and recreational value. We're losing that. Listen, Policy 3D. Policy 3D from the Carrick Local Plan. Planning permission will not be granted for development where it has a significant adverse impact on areas that provide a green foreground or background important to the character of a settlement. B. The most typical views of the town or village and the best views of the surrounding countryside from the settlement. So we know it's land, that we all love. But this new local plan is actually going to override all these policies for the next generation. Is that what we're being told? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Right, two more and then we'll go.
Mine's just really quick. I was reading about... Pardon?
What's your name again?
Matthew.
Matthew.
I was reading about Walker Developments online and his multi-million-pound development of the rugby ground in Hale that they have car boot sales on. I don't know if it was Walker or a spokesman for his company was quoted, and it was like the reason they should pick him as opposed to the rivals. And it was, do we want retail development on this site, or do we want retail development with community involvement? Well, if you apply that to here, take out the word retail and put residential, you don't hear Walker saying, do you want to have residential development or residential development with community involvement?
One last question, lady in the red top.
Hi. It was just a statement, really, more than a question. We moved here from London about 9 months ago, and the two main reasons we moved here were beauty and community, both of which we have here, including the council. What's happening in London, and we've witnessed it from living there for 10 years, is massive overdevelopment. The rules that are in place regarding Section 106, regarding all that, because Cornwall Council's budgets have been cut, and it's a really important way for you guys to get revenue, that's not right. And it's not right that the developer can wriggle out of all these obligations afterwards. These 40% targets, they're just targets. They're not set in stone at all. But these rules are coming from London, and they're set by a government who, it's my opinion, hopefully will be overthrown in May. We have 15 years to meet these targets, the targets that they're putting pressure on you for. I urge you to be very brave. The situation beyond May may be very different.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We've had some really interesting views tonight, which we will all take on board. Thank you to the officers. Thank you very much for turning out tonight and giving